Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Right, let's get the third seminar underway. The third seminar is titled Staying Ahead, Innovation in Japanese Technology. This talk will be given by the Vice President of Nagoya University, Professor Yoshihito Watanabe, and he'll be looking at what Japan's doing to stay at the forefront of modern technology, despite the obvious challenges it faces with the rise of other countries in Asia. So, please welcome Vice President Watanabe to the stage.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me? Is microphone is okay? Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Tom, also the nice introduction. When I was asked from the organizer a couple of months ago to tell you about the current science and technology in Japan, also the university policies, I asked the organizer who is going to be audience. Oh, well, they said should be high school students because it's a university fair. But today I looked at you and you're a bit older than I expected. More than maybe her is a bit older. But certainly, how many high school students here? Well, not very many. How about university students? Wow. Okay. Anyhow, the story today I would like to share with you that really the current science technology policy in Japan, which are very much related to the university research. And I'd like you to feel about current Japan, what the technology or innovation, what we the most emphasized. So that this is start title, and then I like to begin my story with these pictures. You remember? Still remember? I like this, guys. Really, it was a nice, Olympic Games. I enjoyed a lot. So that it was really very successful. I suppose you are very proud of that. I like that. But it's quite sure there must be many technologies, modern technologies, which supported the Olympic Games. Not only the Olympics game itself, but you enjoyed TV or broadcasted. So there are many technologies like synchronized swimming, use of both the water side and outside together simultaneously. It's a really hard technology. So that, of course, I'm also proud that some Japanese technology that actively supported these Olympics. Do you know which one? Do you remember these trains made by Hitachi? These objects, it's an eyeglass for swimming. Oh yeah, synchronized swimming. Oh, this is a very hard part. Also, most of the professional photographers love Nikon Canon. Without Nikon Canon, he used also Nikon, I guess, right? So that things. Also, I missed to watch TV, 3D TV, but at that side, you had a chance to enjoy the 3D broadcasting. All those Panasonic. Also, those technologies supported the Olympic Games. So, I like to discuss about the international competitiveness of Japanese products these days. Okay, first, it's ICT, or I used to say IT. These days, we like to say the information and communication technology, so ICT. According to our government, there are 36 major products whose share must be very big. Then only 17 items have included their global market share. This is our side. So Japanese manufacturers keep bigger and bigger in the 17 area, but 19 got lost a bit. Look at the more detail. Oops, I missed that one. Okay. Products. Communication service. It keeps rising. Copy machines. I didn't expect the copy machines, but maybe you know the Mita or many Canon or many things. Mostly 60% must be made in Japan at this moment, I guess, this state. Also DVD, Blu-ray, or memory chips. We used to strong, but look like a printer or liquid crystal display TV. We used to be strong, but we are losing the shares. Why? Do you know why? There are many Korean products, Chinese products, so that competition is getting much harder and harder. also plasma TV, optics, or many things. Also, this is a case of the LCD TV. But do you know where this is? This place? This is a Heathrow Airport. Look at the name here, the company. May not be the Japanese. It's not. Looks like something. I guess. This morning I arrived at 8:30 in the morning, so I tried to find this place. So I went to the arrival, also the departure, but I couldn't see this place. I couldn't find. But anyhow, this may not be Japanese products. So that these days, these very updated technologies, competition is so high. But still, I'm very proud as a Japanese because even the Sony, Panasonic, they are now experiencing the very hard time. But their technology is very different from the made in something. I'm not sure. I don't want to specify which countries, but because if you looked at the quality or resolution, it's a totally different. It's a reason why Japanese TV is a bit expensive compared to the other countries. But in a typical use, you don't need such high quality. But if you enjoy much detail, then it's a different. It's a reason why professionals still love the Sony, Panasonic things. But in market, it doesn't mean anything. So anyhow, it's a trouble. How about the automobile? We are very strong. And then this is the ranking, sales ranking in 2011. Okay, GM is number one. They got collapsed, right? Bankrupted, but now it's back to the number one. And Volkswagen, Toyota, Nissan, Hyundai, Ford, so on and so forth. But why Toyota got the third place? Because last year they experienced a flood in Thailand. There are many assembly lines on Toyota, for the Toyota or many Japanese companies, so they lost the share. But this year, they expected roughly 10 million cars sales. So they're going to be back to the number one. However, even the Toyota, they need key technology for the next generation. Without innovation, they can't stay number one. Key technology is a hybrid. I think you know the car, Prius, must be very famous. When I visited the Vancouver last year, more than 80% taxis were Prius because you don't need to pay a lot for the gasoline. But still, hybrid is competitive. Also, the electric vehicle, lithium-ion batteries, fuel cells, so on and so on. So that those top, even very up-to-date technologies, still they are working hard to continue the innovation. But I enjoy this news, okay? New York's taxi of tomorrow has a lot to prove, and then it says, Nissan. So yellow car is very famous, and it's iconic, just like an icon of New York. But soon, they're going to replace from Ford or GM to the Nissan. Already they decided. How about UK? I'm not sure because I arrived this morning, so I'm not sure. But this is a news, Green Car Report. Nissan's new London taxi cab could be electric too. So soon Nissan will start to distribute their taxi cars. So that it's a good shape. Yeah. How about a famous Rolls-Royce? When I was a kid, Rolls-Royce sounds something different, right? It's a flagship car. It's very expensive. Only wealthy guy can drive. Where the Rolls-Royce right now? Do you know? Yeah.
Probably very rare now. It's very rare to see.
Yeah.
They're into making aeroplane engines.
Yeah, right. It's not anymore the car company, right? Oh yeah, they stopped quick because competition. Still, but Jaguar, Rover, and some cars, but not the shares not big. Oh, of course, he told you that currently Rolls-Royce is a key manufacturer providing turbo engine of a jet. Even the Boeing, Airbus, they use Rolls-Royce turbo engines. Yeah, engines. Of course, GE is also one of the big companies, still company, but Rolls-Royce is still major. But even Japanese companies, there are many Ishikawajima, Harima, Mitsubishi, Kawasaki. They also make the automobiles, motorcycles, but they also make the engines. How about the contribution of Japanese technology for these modern manufacturing of the aircrafts? Or you can hear Boeing or Airbus. Those are the US companies, or some are France, Airbus. But these very latest, most latest version of Boeing aircraft is 787. This is a brand new. It's a very light because many parts of body made by carbon fibers. They never use the metals. Carbon fiber is tough enough these days. So here is a Boeing 787, and the blue part is constructed by carbon fiber, plastics. All those carbon fibers made in Japan. So 35% of Boeing 787 is manufactured in Japan. Mostly Nagoya area, it's my university locates. Also, it's a headquarters of Toyota. So that Japan is now shifting a bit to the other area. Usually we believe it's a computer or TV things, but now, these days, they are working hard, much harder in this different field. How about the university, competitiveness of universities? Okay, I discussed the manufacturers. It's a very competitive and internationally competitive and just still strong. How about the universities? Because this is a university festival, right? What's the exact name of today's fair?
Experience Japan.
Okay.
Exhibition.
Okay, he's the organizer. So that we like to show, this is introduce you the Japanese universities, more than 20 universities here, so that you like to hear about the competitiveness. Well, let's see. So far, there are major for ranking source. These days, university ranking is very common, and then there are at least 4 sources you can trust. Okay, one is ARW. This is a ranking made by Shanghai Jiao Tong University in China. But most of the higher education people trust their ranking because it's based on the research. Also the famous Times Higher Education. They used to couple with QS, but then they changed to the Thomson Reuters these days, so QS started their own ranking. But let's look at that Shanghai Jiao Tong things. Okay, number 1 is a Tokyo University, world ranking 21. Kyoto is 27. Osaka 82. Tokyo Institute of Technology 100. Tohoku University 97. Nagoya is 94. But like a QS, it's about the same. So that overall, Japanese universities are working hard. Let's look at the university in UK. It's very interesting. Cambridge, well, Oxford, of course, it's the number 1. It's according to Shanghai Jiao Tong, it's a 10, but Times or QS said it's a 4 or 5. Must be top 5. It's no one doubt about that. How about Cambridge? I'm sorry. Imperial College London. Shanghai Jiao Tong said it's 24, but others said 16. Maybe roughly 8 or 10. Also the College of London. So Imperial College, also College of London, is 2017, maybe roughly 15, 17. Edinburgh, 53, 60, 20, maybe 40 or something. Also, this one is very controversial, right? Shanghai Jiao Tong said, it's not in the 100, but said Thomson Reuters around 50, QS 60, maybe 50 to 60. And then Lancaster, right? I'm sorry. I'm just 38, 48. So it's around 50. So if you compare top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 universities, always university in UK is much higher, highly ranked. Well, yes, of course. Why it's higher? This must be one reason. Just imagine, Japanese university in Japan, we speak Japanese. We are not we are non-English native universities. So many papers published in Japanese cannot be counted. Also, its market is so small, so that it depends on the field, but we have some handicap. Not only the Japan, but even German universities, their ranking is not so high. Even France, their university ranking is not so high compared to the English-speaking countries. It's so handicapped. So my conclusion is we are doing well, at least this one. Well, let's see. There are many ways to compare the competitiveness. One key issue for the scientist. I'm a chemist, so I have to run down research and publish many papers, articles, so that the total number of articles published is very important to compare the level or competitiveness of universities these days. So since 1982, if you looked at one, okay, here's start of 82 to very latest, roughly 2010, okay? Look at the yellow one, China. So that 20 or 30 years ago, no one cared about papers from China. But these days, they share almost equivalent to the US. Wow. But I have Japan, UK, Germany, about the same trends. Or even the US, their populations are big, so that their scale is this way, okay? Rest of Japan, China, UK, this is the scale. But overall, trends are about the same. But only China is the exception. But let's look at these very last 10 years. Okay, these are the annual average published number of 5 countries: Japan, USA, UK, Germany. Okay, this year that Japan published 60,000 papers, similar to UK, Germany, but very distant. If you looked at here, 70,000, 80,000, 8,000, so that the European community number of papers keep increasing, but Japan is also increasing, but the rate is not so high compared to the European community. China is something different because governments are now keep investing lots compared to the Western or Asian countries. They keep investing lots and lots. So they are very strong in material sciences, but not fundamental. It's the reason why they cannot get a Nobel Prize in science. But soon they will get something, because if we keep the increasing number of papers, certainly certain percent papers should be very nice. So that overall, they must be soon very effective. But anyhow, these are the current conditions. Also, the very interesting statistics. Okay, Japan and the US. This is the international collaboration. So research should be these days, it's internationally collaborated, but based on the number of papers, only 20% of papers published are internationally collaborated. But you look at the UK, Germany, France, over 40 to 50% are internationally collaborated. Of course, between Germany and France, there's no border. If you are a University of Freiburg student, just if you drive 40 minutes, you can visit France, Strasbourg University. Both universities are very strong in life science, so there must be interact each other. But anyhow, so this is a very good point of the European community. You now start the very active collaboration each other, and the US and the Japan are behind. Okay, there are many high school students and university students. So I'd like to ask you, why? Do you know why we always care about publishing articles? Do you know why?
No, but I'll try to explain. Maybe because, I don't know, it's competitive.
Oh, yeah,
It's supposed to be
that's right, yeah.
partly competitive.
Of course, this the competition is hard, but there is a phrase, publish or punish, just like a trick or treat in Halloween. Publish or punish. If I don't publish papers, I'll be punished from my universities. Okay? If you work hard, like an experiment, okay, research, and if you got a good result, you have to publish. Without publication, no one knows what are you doing. So that to be appreciated, or show what I'm doing, we have to publish papers. sometimes it's hard work. So that if those results are really innovative, I think they will change the world. So this is a point why government, we university researchers or professors always ask the government, please invent more to the fundamental research, not the latest technology, because very basic research is so important. Like this is an example. This is a penicillin. It's found from the basic research, not the company, subject-oriented. Tamiflu. This is a very innovative. If you take the Tamiflu, 2 days is enough, right? All fever will be gone. It's a really revolutionary, very important. We need those kind of findings, innovative. But everybody has to know these are very important. Researchers has to publish papers. Then the people start to compete. Competition is hard, but many people join to this field to make better medicine things. This is one of the examples. Okay. Also, the very research important share is hot area. Hot area is very updated, latest, very competitive area. Also, the interdisciplinary area. Okay. According to our agency, the Science Map 208, analyzed by STEP, it's a Japanese institution, there are 647 very hot and interdisciplinary areas, very hot, very important areas. Then it's a share or participation. Okay, in Japan, only 260 overall, 263 areas, so less than half, roughly 40% we participate. But the UK is almost 400. Even Germany is 360, so roughly 50 per half. So among the 647 hot areas, UK's researchers participate 50%. It's very important. But medicine, it's amazing. Just among 116 areas, we participate only 41, but UK, Germany is a lot. This is the one we have to think about. It's a weakness of Japanese research these days. But it says, I have a question. It's obvious. Japanese scientists are conservative. It's a reason because hot area is very updated, latest version area, very hot. But if you stay very fundamental, you cannot be here. So that we must be more conservative scientists, want to stay very fundamental, basic, old area. But yes, I said I believe we are very conservative. Because entrepreneurship, it's quite a common term, right, in the US or UK, Europe. But Japan, I never heard about those words. Instead, we like harmony. This is the way of we live. But it's true, but still, entrepreneurship and innovation. Let's think about these two words. Even though we are Japanese scientists, engineers are a bit conservative compared to the European or US communities. But look at, as I told you, Prius. This car is really innovative, right? How about the liquid crystal display, mostly invented in Japan? These are really innovative. How about cameras? I'm not sure, but professional labs still labs. But to be the top runner, we need still further innovation. So they keep working hard and hard. As I told you, electric vehicle, fuel batteries, solar cars, those are the key issues these days. To be still top. Liquid crystal display, ultra high resolution, organic EL materials. So competition is very hard. But we need a very fundamental research. Without very fundamental research, we cannot innovate. But the reason why Japanese companies sales is not good because we spend lots for the fundamental research. But once it became the products, soon many companies in our neighbors can analyze, make copy, and make it about the similar qualities. So they don't need to invest a lot for the basic research. But soon they will realize, because once they become the top runner, they cannot invent new products. Always have to follow someone inventing. So that is a problem. And of course, mobile audio. Everybody uses mobile audio, like iPod, iPhone. So that certainly Apple is very innovative. Everybody recognizes. But I'd like you to remember who invented mobile audio.
Sony.
Oh, yes. It's Sony. Walkman, yes, that's it. These days, Sony are a bit experiencing the trouble, but still they invest a lot for the very fundamental. For the further innovation, I like them to come back. How about UK company, Dyson? I think this is a UK company, right? I like their products, so cute. Yeah? Electric fans. They don't have wings, but if you can make an airflow without wings, can we make electricity with wings this way? If it's possible, we don't need these heavy blades. These blades cause the low frequency noise waves. Sometimes it's cause you feel uncomfortable. But if you can invent this one, you don't need heavy blades. This is a format for you, or Dyson. But this is a really, if it's possible, it's a very innovative. Okay, these are the current situation Japanese universities, modern electronics and in technologies. Then but the government don't like this. They want to push us more and more. They like to accelerate the innovation much faster. So 2 years ago, they decided a new growth strategy. It's a government decision. They are keep pushing us. At that time, they thought, okay, sluggish growth of the economy, so growth rate is not so good. We are trapped in deflation, and unemployment is 5%, is a lot. So that this is a decision 2 years ago. So then they proposed, at least by 2020, I guess, real growth should be roughly 3%, consumer price in positive growth, and unemployment, we like to have around 3. As of September this year, 4.2. Well, so economy is not so good. So stock market is not so busy these days in Japan. Well, how about in UK? Your economy is good? How about unemployment? I looked at that statistics. These days, internet, just typed and searched. I got this one. Okay, this is a real growth rate of UK and Japan. Red in Japan, blue in the UK. It's quite similar. You have similar problems. How about unemployment? Wow, you are much higher than ours. You must work harder. Otherwise, you cannot compete with our countries. But you are not a deflation these days. But soon you have to expect some deflation. Okay. So that on the basis of this analysis, the government picked up the 7 strategic area and 21 national projects. By running this project, creation of new demands and jobs. Well, yes, government must work hard. But among these 7 areas, at least 3 areas are very related to university activities. Green innovation, life innovation, also the science and technology, ICT. Because most of the basic research are learning in universities. So let's look at us. But after the new growth strategy, Okay, as you remember, November, the March 11, we got experienced earthquake, and also the atomic plant trouble. So that the government a bit brushed up the growth strategy. It says basic plans for science technology basic plan. It's described more detail about this strategy. This is just last year. So our cabinet likes to decide many things. Okay? These are the 4 key issues related to the university research. Green innovation, life innovation, basic research enhancement, so on and so forth. Among the, I like to discuss, share this one, green innovation, life innovation. This is very important, not only Japan, but the UK, also the US, North America. Okay? Like a green innovation, low carbon energy sources. Of course, this is a very key issue. Global warming is a key issue, so that we have to think about these things. And then Alex showed 2 strategies, key technology, LED and solar energy. Also, I like to discuss about medical green life innovation and IPS. Okay. LED. Do you know LED? Are you using LED?
No, but
No?
I know what LED stands for.
Yeah.
Light emitting diode.
That's right. Okay. LED. Okay. Lifetime is 20 years. Energy consumption is roughly 20% compared to the traditional bulbs. Wow, so that even hotel or Christmas decoration ornaments, everywhere is LED. Who invented the LED? Many people worked hard, researchers participate. Anyhow, to make the light, we need a green, red, blue. And blue was the hardest part. When I was a university student, people believed it's impossible to make very intense light, blue light. But according to Wikipedia, it's not my sentence. Okay. The first brightest LED was demonstrated by Shuji Nakamura of Nichiya Company. This is a Japanese scientist. But their finding is based on the critical development of Isamu Akasaki. He's Isamu Akasaki. He was a former my colleague, Nagoya University. Actually, he invented the blue LED. Without his funding or research, we cannot get LED anymore. So that I'm very proud. He had been my colleagues. Now he moved to the private university, and just waiting for the Nobel Prize. Let's see, in the next few years. This is the ruble. Okay, here's a commercial by Toshiba, Japanese company. Ruble shined by LED. Yes. Last year, they changed all lighting to LED, made by Toshiba. Really innovative. So even though we are very conservative, like a Harmony, but still we are making very innovative products. How about use of the solar energies? You know what is this?
Yeah, solar panels.
Solar panel. Everybody knows. Yes. He's a very smart. Okay. Do you know what's the principle? What's the principle?
It takes up from, I think, I don't know much, but I
Oh, yeah.
try to explain. It takes up the sun. It's
sun.
solar, so it
That's
relies on light
Yeah.
for it to work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is a junior high school level explanation, something like that. Here are the green leaves, absorb the light, and use the water and CO2, make the molecular oxygen and the sugar. Or sometimes you say starch. This is a junior school level explanation. Never think about any detail. At the university level, explanation. Here is a leaf. In the inside, there are many chlorophylls. But the chlorophyll are neutral molecules, protein. It's a neutral. Most of our body's proteins are neutral. But once you have a sunlight, okay, here's the sunlight, shine then photoenergy activate this chlorophyll. So two charge like to be separated. Eventually, once chlorophyll is totally activated, plus minus totally separated. This is a key principle of solar energy. Once you got the plus minus is separated, in the plus side, water can be oxidized to molecular oxygen. And then minus side, CO2 can be reduced to the sugar. I know you are not a chemist, so this is too complicated. I don't think you don't need to understand. But a simple description or a cartoon for this one is this one. Cells, battery. You have a plus side, minus side. So excited chlorophyll is exactly the cell. If you put the electric circuit, you'll see currency, bulb will shine. So this state is exactly the battery. So it's the reason why we like to use a solar cell, a solar energy, free from carbon consumption. Okay, so that the utilization of solar energy is still key technology and still challenging. How about IPS? Okay, you know IPS, right? Okay, oh yeah. This year, Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine, two Nobel laureates. One is Yamanaka of Kyoto University, and the other is John Gurdon. He's an Englishman, right? You must be proud. They found, the Nobel Prize said, it's recognized to scientists who discover the mature specialized cell can be reprogrammed to become immature cell. It means, take a cell, okay, stem cell. It's already mature, but you can cancel all the programs to make it immature. So from immature cell, you can develop any tissues. Wow, it's revolutionary. Still, it's not applicable because sometimes you have a chance to get the cancer cells. So that the researchers are working hard to make the iPS cell more safer. But anyhow, this is a next generation medical tool. So Japan is working hard. So that the science, technology, and you now realize why green technology, green innovation, life innovation was the other keywords. Those are the technologies for the next generation. Again, our governments like to decide many things. Reverse of Japan. Couple of months ago, government decided reverse of Japan, a comprehensive strategy. Hey, come on, we don't need so many discussions. We need more investment. Get us more money. it's my very straightforward comment, but anyhow. Okay. There are many key policy areas, green, life, and so on and so forth. But I told you already green and life is important. So that new vehicle or usage of storage batteries. So key issues are something like that. New vehicle. These are not only hybrid. They like to make the car by carbon fibers. These are Mercedes. I'm not sure the exact name on the market already. So it's very light. So if car's weight is light, you don't need to consume the gasoline. It's a very important point. Also the solar energy. Okay, I'm not sure how many minutes. Oh, I have about 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, I speak too much. Okay, among these, reverse of Japan, there are two key issues related to the university, science, technology, and higher education reforms. Let me introduce this one. Okay, science, technology, and innovation. So government wants strengthening international competitiveness, science, technology. And key points are that they said, this is not a good part to see. Increase the number of graduate schools studying science, technology, and 100 centers among the top 50 in the world in specified field. And this is important. Triple the number of outstanding foreign researchers accepted. So government get more international researchers. So actually the government want to reform the university to accept more international scientists and push us much higher ranked universities. Anyhow. Then, as you remember, that UK, Germany, France, at least if you looked at the published papers, many international collaborations, but we are not strong. Government certainly realized this one. So they keep pushing us to get more international faculty members. I agree with this point. Also, the higher education reform. Wow. Government said, redesign the national university priorities, promotion, reorganizing across university and faculty. They like to scrap and build new universities, I guess. We are very conservative, so we always against the government. But I agree, we have to reform the university, but it's hard to convince our colleagues. But again, point is that, like foreign researchers also said, more opportunity for overseas exchange and international education programs, accommodating 300,000 highly capable international students. It's a reason why we are here. Government want to get more international students in Japan. Also, the government want to send our students abroad. 300,000 Japanese students. They like to go send them to abroad. Well, it's a good thing, but how about the reality of this plan? Okay, yeah, internationalization reality. Okay, this is the total number of international students studying in Japan. Okay, it's keep increasing, very steep. But 2010, it reached to the 140,000. But last year, because of the earthquake, it's a bit dropped. I'm not quite sure, but certainly government want to push this one to the 300,000 by 2020. It's very hard. My university decided to accept the at least 3,000 students by 2020. Currently, roughly 2,000 students on campus in my university. Total number of students are 16,000. So already more than 13% international students. But if we really make this one 3,000, so 1% of international students on our campus. Well, we have to work harder. How about Japanese students abroad? Government want to push students, but this is the actual one. Okay, 2009, only 60,000. How can we stimulate or push students to go abroad? I'm not sure. But anyhow, this is a government decision. Okay, and then so that the reverse of Japan, these all programs said that these plans require that it's our university professor, has to focus harder on the research and internationalization of Japanese universities. So we must work harder and harder. Also, to internationalize the campus, we need a budget. I told you. So that let's look at the internationalization of university and their budget. This is a real budget government spent for this year. Okay? There are many programs. Okay? Global 30. If you like to hear more about the Global 30, there are many universities welcome you to explain. Also the Campus Asia, many things. So for this one, they spent 81 million pounds. And regarding leading graduate school, this is I don't like this termination because no one can imagine what kind of program it is. So that I like graduate program for world leading talents. Government want to invest for, it's a 261 million pounds. Also short stay, short visit program. This is really the Japanese version of Erasmus. So government wants to send students abroad and like to accept students. Even a couple of weeks is okay. Anyhow, they like to push students to go abroad and like to accept many students into Japan. So government wants to support their travel fee and everything. It's very interesting. It continues 3 years. I love them, but last month, government decided to quit. They are crazy. They like to send our students abroad, 300,000, without this kind of programs. How can we push the student? But anyhow, our stupid government stopped this one. Maybe someone didn't like this program. But I use the most of the time, so let's skip something. Then, so that this is a conclusion. International competitiveness of Japanese products and international competitiveness of Japanese universities. So that companies, manufacturers, universities are working hard. Also, the key issue is green innovation, life innovation, and so on and so forth. And then conclusion of today's my talk is, why don't you come to Japan to become a key player for the world? Right? We are now like to internationalize our campuses. And then these are many universities here. And then traditionally, we used to teach everything in Japanese for undergraduate programs. But these days, like my university, Keio University, and many universities start programs all teaching in English. In my university case, chemistry, physics, mathematics, biology, automobile engineering, economy, and law, all we open, all run in English. Of course, we teach Japanese language because we expect more than 50% of international students want to get a job in Japan. But many manufacturers like you to hire, but they ask you the Japanese ability. So we teach you so that why don't you come? It's a conclusion. And if you have more questions, there are many university booths are there. Why? Please discuss these things. Ask them. Okay, thank you very much. I use most of my time.
Thank you very much, Professor Watanabe. I don't know about you, but I certainly got a real sense of the excellence of Japanese research, both in companies and in universities. And like Professor Watanabe said, Japanese universities are actively looking for more international students to come out to Japan and to contribute to that research and to publish more joint papers and get up in the rankings. So if you are interested in postgraduate research in Japan, I think now is definitely the time. And so we encourage you to get information from the universities participating in the event today.
Many universities are pleased to ask you a question, get your question. They are pleased to say explain everything.
Yeah.
Scholarship, tuitions, what the programs they have.
Yes, there's a lot of funding available as well.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's very important.
Which is a good thing given the current exchange rate. Okay, so I think we've just reached the time. Shall we have a couple of questions maybe? And there's two people with their hands up already. So we'll take questions from you two if that's okay. So start with you. Yep.
Professor Watanabe, you've talked a lot about research in universities, but of course research happens in companies as well. And I wondered if you could say how the balance of research between companies and universities is different between, for example, the UK and Japan, on one hand, and also maybe say what opportunities there are for UK people to contribute to research in companies as opposed to universities.
In principle, most of the research universities focus on the very fundamental, not technology immediately applicable for the products. But in Japan, many engineering departments, schools, used to collaborate with companies. Like Nagoya University, location pretty close to the Toyota, so that many engineering people working with Toyota. But it's not the current version. Maybe products for 10 or 20 years later becomes the products. So they are not interested in the hybrid. These days, all electric cars, or how can we use the photo energy to run the cars, or if car itself can realize your condition during the driving, if you feel sick, the pressure be dropped or very up immediately. So they like to car like to monitor those conditions. They immediately evacuate saying something. Those are new technologies are now current subjects. But anyhow, most of the universities are very fundamental. I'm not sure the UK, but still they are publishing a lot, so that it's implied the very fundamental. But it's a key issue for the future technology, I guess.
Thank you very much for your talk. I just had one question regarding ability of postdoctoral researchers from different parts of, say, Europe
Yeah.
research programs or next
Are you a postdoc?
I will be a postdoc.
Okay. Do you know what is a postdoc? Postdoctoral fellow is that once you get a PhD or MD, whatever the doctoral degree, if you are lucky, immediately after the degree, you can get a job. But if you like to stay in academia or research, we used to go to the outside research institutions, mostly university, for a couple of years to brush up myself. Then after that, we're looking for the positions in academia or company research institute. But those are the postdoctoral fellows, postdocs. And then he asked me that what's the current market of postdocs. So once you got the post experience, can we get a position, right?
No, what I mean is, suppose a postdoc already has a position in university, say UK.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any form of a mobility program or an exchange program where you
For the postdocs.
and yeah,
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Even even North America, there's not such systems. I spent 5 years in the U.S., 2 years as a postdoc and 3 years as a high-level researchers. But I found a new, university position by myself, so no one helped me. But there always positions are open, always advertisement there. So it's a fair trade. I'm not sure. Competition is quite fair. Market is not closed.
Okay, I'm afraid we're going to have to close it there. Professor Agawa, do you want to have a closing remark, or is it okay? Okay. Professor Agawa, of Vice President of Keio University.
The only reason I'm standing here is because I am very proud of myself, because it's me who asked him to come here and speak to you. As a person who flunked chemistry at high school level, I don't want to talk about it, but I'm very happy that you were able to come. Thank you so very much. Applause for him. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.